I'm here. Someone get my bags. Have you ever been a house guest and wondered how to behave? Let's talk about do's and don'ts. Do you have anything else to eat? I don't do vegetables.
You don't?
Now the Countess of Fulton apparently spent the last year living in a cottage.
Oh, you weren't sleeping, were you?
Yes, we are.
It's miserable.
What happened here?
Oh, I get hungry in the night. Guess what? I have great news. I know I said I'd stay 3 days, but I can stay a month. That mattress was a little too firm. So I'll be taking up the other guest room from now on. But I left my things in the bathroom because it's just kind of annoying to move them all. I'm trying this new diet. You don't mind if we eat vegan this month, do you? Oh, the cat wasn't supposed to go out. Hello. I want to introduce my mother, Linda, who is my actual host this week. I hope I haven't been quite as bad of a guest as portrayed. I wanted to bring her here to talk about being a good guest because even Max Decorum's history of hosting is no match for my mother. I thought that we could share a quick chat here about some of the ways that you can be more courteous as a guest next time you are. Mom, what to you is the kind of nicest thing that someone could do as a house guest in your home?
I think just being accommodating and flexible and willing to not disrupt your lifestyle, but to try to sort of fit into your lifestyle to the way you live your life ordinarily.
That's a good one. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, like with a dinner guest even, just being accommodating and chill and flexible and going with the flow and not needing to do your own thing in someone else's home, always.
Right.
What about, what's the most, not worst thing a guest could do, but a very common thing that a guest may not realize is really distressing to a host?
Well, I think there are some guests that make themselves a little too at home, and that can be annoying if you're not used to it. There are probably hostesses that are perfectly comfortable with guests behaving like they're one of the family. But I think in general, unless you are one of the family, it's best not to be getting in the refrigerator and pulling out food or getting in the cupboards. It's kind of more polite to just express that you're hungry and let your host figure out what would be maybe to put in. Yeah, leave it to your hostess to do that in her own house and in her own kitchen.
Now I think I should ask you what the worst story was.
The worst experience that I ever had entertaining was at a beach house, small kind of cottage beach house right on the beach, and I had 6 adult guests, and one of the guests asked me if I locked the house when we left, and I said no, it's just a beach house, you know, we We don't usually lock it. Later on that night when we came back for dinner, I came up to the door. I couldn't get into my own house. And when I went to search for the keys in my purse, they were gone. I asked, does anyone know where my keys are? A house guest said, yes, I took them. And I asked him if he actually got into my purse. And he said, yes, he did, because he just wasn't comfortable not having control of the keys. That was about one of the very most annoying experiences. Be locked out of your own house by one of your guests.
That's pretty bad. What's the real life most thoughtful thing, maybe unexpected hostess gift or offering of a favor or helping hand or something?
Well, I had a guest very recently. He offered to cook a meal for us, and he went and got the groceries and planned the meal and made us just a delightful meal, and I thought that was very nice.
If you have any cooking skills or kitchen cleaning skills, which we all have, those are really nice always to offer up when you're staying for a long time. Speaking of length, we talked a lot about how long a house guest should stay.
Yeah, I think that it's 3 or 4 days is really nice. Staying too long can be difficult because when you do have a guest, you do kind of interrupt your own life and try to focus on entertaining them and taking them places and making sure that they have a great time. And most all of us enjoy doing that for 3-4 days. But if it drags on to a week or more than a week, then it gets kind of disrupting and it loses some of the joy.
Thanks for watching. If you learned something, send a comment below. Please subscribe. Give a thumbs up to show my mom support for being a YouTube star tonight. See you next week.